Welcome to the U.S. Nanny Association Basic Nanny and Childcare Provider Credential Review course. The U.S. Nanny Association strives to improve nanny skills and further mature the profession of childcare through nationally recognized standards, credentials, resources, professional development, events, and networking opportunities. This course can be paused at any time for note-taking, and each section can be viewed multiple times. Before starting the course, go to the Additional Resources tab and download the study guide. The study guide is a worksheet that should be filled out as you take the course. When the course and study guide are complete, you'll have a comprehensive set of notes that will help you prepare for the proficiency exam. If you complete the Basic or Professional Review course in its entirety, you will receive a certificate of completion. The hours invested in this review course can be counted towards the BNCP or continuing education requirements. U.S. Nanny Association credentials may be issued upon successful completion of activities, including but not limited to childcare training, verified work experience, and passing a proficiency exam. By itself, the material in this course does not constitute a certification or credential. All rights are reserved. No part of this publication may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or by any means, electronic, mechanical, photocopying, recording, or otherwise, without prior permission from the U.S. Nanny Association. The study guide can be downloaded and is for personal use only. The study guide is not approved for distribution to others. This course is designed to review the U.S. Nanny Association national standards to help students prepare for the Basic Nanny and Childcare Provider (BNCP) credential or the Professional Nanny and Childcare Provider (PNCP) credential. This course is a review, as students should have already completed at least 20 to 50 hours of childcare training. Resources will be provided if students want to learn more about a specific topic. This course will be accessible for 3 months or 12 weeks, so you can review the material at your pace. You can fast forward to specific topics or repeat sections of the course. The course is divided into sections so that each module focuses on one of the National Nanny Standards. The first section will introduce the U.S. Nanny Association and its objectives, values, and the Code of Ethics and Professional Conduct. This section will also review the steps needed to earn a credential. The next section starts Module 1, which focuses on Standard 1, Commit to Ethical Behaviors and Professionalism. This is followed by Standard 2, Establish and Maintain a Safe Environment. Standard 3, Promote Child Development and Growth. Standard 4, Promote Physical, Emotional, and Social Development. Standard 5, Support Cognitive Development and Academic Advancement. Standard 6, Promote Health and Wellness. And Standard 7, Establish positive relationships with children, family members, and employers. If you haven't already, go to the Credential page on usnanny.org and download the current National Nanny Standards. The BNCP and PNCP Proficiency Exam tests to these standards, so it's important you are familiar with the standards. Each standard has an alphanumeric reference number. The first number indicates the standard, hashtag 1 to 7. The second number denotes if the standard is for Basic, B, or Professional, P. The third number is the unique identifier for that standard. The professional standards include the basic standards, so the Professional Proficiency Exam will test knowledge on all standards, basic and professional. The U.S. Nanny Association National Nanny Standards for Childcare are research-based and developed by childcare educators and industry leaders. The National Nanny Standards are aligned with National Early Childhood Development post-secondary curriculums and the National Association for the Education of Young Children, NAEYC. The National Nanny Standards were established and approved by the Standards Advisory Team. The Standards Advisory Team includes members of the U.S. Nanny Association, Board of Directors, and additional faculty, professional nannies, agency owners, nanny employers, and other child care industry leaders. The U.S. Nanny Standards are reviewed and updated regularly by the Standards Advisory Team. The U.S. Nanny Association shall cooperate with national and state government agencies and officials in the execution of association programs and vocational credentials to accomplish the following objectives: uplift the child care community with programs, services, events, and activities chosen by our members through committees dedicated to nannies, families, employment, and education. Seek and promote inclusiveness and diversity in its membership, leadership, and staff to reflect the belief of the association in the value of all child care contributors. Respectfully collaborate on the crisis in child care as nannies seek higher wages while many families struggle with rising child care costs. Provide and share educational and informational materials and resources based on proven child care techniques, U.S. laws, culture, and customs. Strengthen the skills of nannies and sitters by advancing their knowledge with respect to child care, desirable work habits, leadership, accountability, and other abilities for successful employment or entrepreneurship in the child care industry. Amplify employer knowledge of work standards and strengthen communication between families and nannies. The U.S. Nanny Association has an underlying set of values that drive how we act and influence the expectations of our members. We believe bringing members of the nanny and child care community together is the best way to advance the profession and facilitate growth. Encouraging diverse viewpoints, being inclusive, and empowering individuals will help nannies locally and nationwide. Professionalism, accountability, and ethical behavior demonstrate a commitment to quality child care. Child care and nanny skills gained through training and experience are critical competencies that have a positive influence on children, families, and society. Membership in the U.S. Nanny Association can be one of two types, individual or organizational. Individual members include nannies, newborn care specialists, au pairs, babysitters, family assistants, household managers, nanny employers, nanny agency owners, agency employees, doulas, night nurses, and others in the child care industry. Organizational members include business and educational institutions such as employment platforms, nanny agencies, colleges and trade schools, nanny educators, and other child care providers. What does U.S. Nanny membership represent? In a word, commitment. U.S. Nanny Association membership signifies that you are serious about your nanny career and your professional development. Individual members must agree to follow the Association Code of Ethics and Professional Conduct. This highlights the dedication to employers and colleagues, giving you an edge in the job market. It also provides you with access to valuable knowledge, networks, and resources. Serving our members is the primary goal of the association, so all individual membership fees are allocated to committees to fund events, activities, and/or scholarships. Individual membership benefits include many things. To stay current on child care news, changes in the law, and emerging trends in child care, read the monthly e-newsletter. Instead of searching for articles and information, access the online resource library, which provides reputable information on interviewing, nanny taxes, childcare tips, work agreements, parenting articles, and much more. Scholarships can be provided to any individual by any organization. We encourage nanny agencies, business owners, and other nannies to consider elevating each other by gifting a scholarship. All scholarship gifts provided to the U.S. Nanny Association will be equally allocated to the basic and professional programs unless there is a specific request from the gift provided. U.S. Nanny Association members who meet the credential requirements and scholarship considerations must sign up to be considered. Once a winner is determined, the funds will be awarded in the month following the gifting. Networking. Join, connect, and network with nannies, families, agencies, and others in the child care community within our private social media and online groups. The members-only groups also provide a safe place for difficult conversation and connecting with industry leaders. You can join the mentoring program whether you are seeking a mentor or you desire to coach a new generation of nannies. Join the nanny, family, employment, education, or social media committees. If there is enough interest, you can even propose and start a new committee. Members also receive exclusive discounts from industry and business partners. Members may use the U.S. Nanny Association logo on their LinkedIn profile or resume. The logo is approved for personal use only and cannot be used by a business or on a business website unless the business joins the association as an organization. Whether using the exclusive nanny library, finding a mentor, or staying current on child care news, the U.S. Nanny Association connects you with resources and a network of peers. Individuals, organizations, agencies, and other businesses can become members of the U.S. Nanny Association. Membership is valid for 1 year starting on the date the membership dues are paid. Membership does not certify, approve, accept, sanction, credential, accredit, endorse, license, or authorize you in any way. U.S. Nanny Association membership will in no way help individuals obtain a visa to the U.S. or any other country, nor will it help companies gain a visa or immigration for their nannies to another country. The U.S. Nanny Association reserves the right, in its sole and exclusive and absolute discretion, to deny membership. Committees are foundational to the U.S. Nanny Association, as members engage, support, and host events in their local communities. All committees are comprised of volunteer members. The U.S. Nanny Association is large enough to serve you, while committees and events are how we get to know you. Members are encouraged to join one or more committees. Individual membership fees are allocated to scholarships and committees to support national and local events and to award scholarships serving the members of the U.S. Nanny Association. Committees are designed to serve the needs of the nanny and child care community by focusing on national and local programs. Current committees include the Nanny Services Committee. This committee's members contribute resources and develop programs to support nannies, sitters, au pairs, and other child care providers. Programs may include mentoring, local member-only events such as ice cream socials or coffee breaks, guest speakers on YouTube Live, and/or domestic worker advocacy. The Family Services Committee members contribute resources and develop programs to support families who employ nannies, sitters, and child care providers. Programs may include hiring guides, recommend reputable background checks, webinars, guest speakers on YouTube Live, lunch and learns, and other resources to help families who employ nannies. The Employment Services Committee members contribute resources and develop programs to support nannies, sitters, families, agencies, job boards, in all aspects of childcare employment. Programs may include job fairs, scheduling in-person interview practice, YouTube Live guest experts, supporting nanny agencies, and other job placement services. The Education Committee members contribute resources and develop programs to support childcare educators and training programs. Programs may include webinars, lunch and learns, market research, and awarding scholarships. The Code of Ethics and Professional Conduct is designed to ensure accountability, responsibility, professionalism, and trust within the U.S. Nanny Association membership and childcare communities. The following apply to all members, individual and organizational. Members shall value the work and dignity of every person, pursue the truth, and engage with ethical and equal treatment of others. Members shall not make malicious or intentionally false statements. Members shall not limit or impede participation in programs or events based on gender, race, sex, age, national or ethnic origin, sexual orientation, religion, political beliefs, marital status, medical conditions, and/or social or family background. Members are aware of the importance of maintaining the respect and confidence of one's colleagues, parents, and other members of the community. Members are aware of their obligation to faithfully adhere to confidentiality agreements, respect proprietary and trademarked materials, and uphold the privacy of children. Members shall maintain honesty in all professional dealings. Members shall not submit fraudulent information on documents or misrepresent their professional qualifications. Members shall follow federal and state laws and regulations, including report of child abuse. Members shall make commitments and promises, implied or explicit, in good faith, and shall not engage in or condone dishonest behavior with the intention of personal gain or at the expense of another. Members shall directly approach those persons with whom they have a conflict or disagreement and privately and/or legally resolve disputes in a fair manner. U.S. Nanny Association leaders, including but not limited to the Board of Directors, committee leaders, and committee assistants, shall disclose all conflicts or potential conflicts of interest. Members of the U.S. Nanny Association may be censured or expelled for cause. Sufficient cause for such censure or expulsion from membership shall be a violation of the Code of Ethics and Professional Conduct or other conduct prejudicial to the interests of the U.S. Nanny Association. Anyone found to be guilty of participating in any illegal activities will be removed from the U.S. Nanny Association membership. The U.S. Nanny Association indemnifies itself from any legal proceedings based on a member's wrongdoing. The Board of Directors shall have such authority and power as may be necessary to adopt rules and policies relative to the procedures and Code of Ethics and Professional Conduct for U.S. Nanny Association programs and membership. Censure or expulsion shall be by the affirmation action of the Director of Ethics and/or Executive Director. If expelled, members must remove all affiliation with the U.S. Nanny Association within 10 business days after the membership is formally revoked. No portion of the membership fees will be refunded. Anyone who has reason to believe and evidence substantiated by facts to prove that a member is conducting themselves in a manner contrary to the Code of Ethics and Professional Conduct can register a complaint. The U.S. Nanny Association will pursue disciplinary action against individuals who retaliate against a person raising an ethics concern. To register a complaint, complete the online form and submit it privately to the Director of Ethics or any Board of Directors member. Reasons to submit a complaint may include failing to uphold the Code of Ethics and Professional Conduct, abuse of financial responsibility and reporting, defaming the U.S. Nanny Association, or other serious breaches of professional conduct. The U.S. Nanny Association complaint management process includes an inquiry and documentation. The U.S. Nanny Association maintains confidential files of all correspondence relating to the complaint. Only the parties involved, the Director of Ethics, and/or the Executive Director are privy to the information. Why should you invest the time, money, and effort to earn a U.S. Nanny Association credential? It demonstrates to employers, clients, and colleagues that you are a nanny who possesses childcare knowledge, experience, and skills that enable you to provide higher quality care. You will be recognized for your investment in continuing education to stay current on changes and advancements in childcare and early childhood education. You elevate your candidacy in competitive job markets with a respected credential based on national standards. You qualify for jobs and work with agencies that require childcare credentials. While credentials are not required to be a nanny, it's becoming more common to mirror the requirements of daycare workers and early childhood education teachers. Top agencies and families who are willing to pay more for child care are looking for credentials. Feel good about yourself by earning a prestigious designation that provides an unprejudiced endorsement of your childcare career. Let's be honest, it's not easy to earn a U.S. Nanny Association credential. You validate your dedication to childcare. Childcare has a high turnover rate, which means nannies are regularly entering and departing the industry. The commitment needed to meet the credentialing requirements illustrates a dedication to childcare. The U.S. Nanny Association offers two credentials: the Basic Nanny and Childcare Provider, BNCP, and the Professional Nanny and Childcare Provider, PNCP. Although we encourage all credentialed nannies to be members of the U.S. Nanny Association, it is not a requirement. For the BNCP credential, you must be at least 18 years old and have a government identification from any recognized country that includes your name, photo, and birth date. You need to have current adult and child CPR and first aid training and certification, and have completed at least 20 clock hours or 5 credit hours of documented childcare and/or early childhood education training. If you complete this course in its entirety, you will get a certificate of completion that can be used towards the BNCP or continuing education training requirement. You must have at least 2,000 hours, which is 1 year, of documented paid childcare experience. After reviewing the requirements and collecting the documents, you can sign up for the BNCP credential, paying the $145 credential fee. The credential fee includes a practice exam to help you prepare for the proficiency exam. You will need at least an 80% to pass the 100-question BNCP proficiency exam. The exam is based on the National Nanny Standards Basic. The Professional Nanny and Childcare Provider credential requires applicants to be at least 21 years old with a legal government identification, have current CPR and first aid training, and have earned a high school diploma, GED, or equivalent. You will have to submit a copy of the diploma or transcripts. International education is accepted, but must be submitted in its original form and translated into English. Applicants must have completed at least 50 clock hours or 10 credit hours of post-secondary training focused on nanny, childcare, and/or early childhood education. Post-secondary institutions, including trade schools, colleges, and universities, must be licensed by the U.S. Department of Education or accredited by an agency approved by the U.S. Department of Education. These institutions are required to provide transcripts as documentation of courses and/or programs completed, so applicants can use the transcripts as the documentation needed for this requirement. Applicants must have at least 3 years or 6,000 hours of paid childcare work experience. After reviewing the requirements and collecting the documents, you can sign up for the PNCP credential, paying the $295 credential fee. The credential fee includes a practice exam to help you prepare for the proficiency exam. Applicants will have 4 hours to write a short answer essay, take a 200-question multiple choice exam, and must earn a score of at least 80% to pass. The exam is based on the National Nanny Standards, Basic and Professional. The application process requires several steps and is designed to ensure the integrity of the process and genuinely elevate those who earn U.S. Nanny Association credentials. Applicants must review and agree to the U.S. Nanny Association Code of Ethics and Professional Conduct. Before signing up, visit the usnanny.org credential page and download the step-by-step guide, national standards, and work experience form. Then, confirm you have completed all the training and work requirements, making sure you have all the documents needed. To start the credential application process, sign up online and pay the credential fee. When you sign up, you will immediately receive an email to create your private logon and password. Check your junk or spam folder right away to make sure you see the email, as this is the only way to access your application. When you start an application, it will remain active for 90 days. All steps to earn the credential must be completed within these 90 days. The U.S. Nanny Association does not issue refunds for incomplete or closed applications. The U.S. Nanny Association does not issue refunds to applicants who do not meet the criteria or who do not pass the proficiency exam. To complete the application, upload all the information and documentation. The U.S. Nanny Association does not accept paper applications. You'll need a scanned copy of your legal identification with photo and birth date, as well as your email, street address, and phone number. You'll need the documents that demonstrate your education, including schools attended, the level of education attained, dates, classes, certificates of completion, diplomas, degrees awarded, official transcripts, and a copy of your first aid and CPR certification. Finally, you'll need documents that demonstrate your paid childcare work experience, including details of the type of childcare, employer's name and contact information, hours worked, dates, tax forms, pay stubs, and experience summary. If pay stubs and tax forms are not available, the work experience form can be provided to current and former employees, who can then provide and attest to an applicant's work experience. Childcare experience includes working as a babysitter, nanny, daycare worker, teacher, pediatric nurse, summer camp counselor, and other child-centric positions. Caring for siblings, family members, dependents, and/or childcare experience when the applicant is less than 16 years old does not qualify. Once you start an application, it will remain active for 90 days, after which time it will close. While the administrators are reviewing your application, you can start to prepare for the proficiency exam. Start by reviewing the National Nanny Standards and assess your knowledge in each area. If you want, you can purchase an optional online course to help prepare you for the exam. You are not required to purchase the preparatory course. The credential process comes with a practice exam comprised of 25 questions to help you prepare for the BNCP, or 50 questions to help prepare for the PNCP exam. When the administrators approve your application, you will receive an email to take the exam. The link is customized for each student, can only be used once, and must be completed within 3 weeks. When you click the link, you will go to an exam site that has online proctoring. The exam must be taken without any aids, so all notes must be put away, web browsers closed, and phones placed out of reach. The exam site will ask permission to view your camera and web browsers to supervise your activity while taking the exam. The images taken during the exam will be checked against the government identification submitted by you. You will receive your exam results within 7 to 10 business days. Applicants who complete all credential requirements and pass the exam are notified by email and will then be able to immediately download their credential. Applicants who do not pass the credential exam can choose to re-register and retest. The retest option is available for 3 weeks after the first exam attempt is completed. Credentials are good for 3 years. At 3 years, to maintain the credential, you will need to submit current CPR and first aid certification documents, 20 clock hours or 5 credit hours of continuing education training documents from any reputable training organization, and pay a renewal fee of $75. Let's provide the answer to a few common questions about the credentials. Do I have to be a U.S. Nanny Association member to earn a credential? No. U.S. Nanny Association membership is encouraged but not required. However, credential applicants must agree to follow the Code of Ethics and Professional Conduct. Do I have to be a United States citizen or resident? No. Our association is named the U.S. Nanny Association to communicate a commitment to U.S. laws and customs. The U.S. Nanny Association welcomes all persons who embrace its mission and values. What qualifies as childcare experience? To qualify as childcare work experience, a paid position must include direct supervisory responsibility to care for at least one child between the ages of 0 and 13, and/or up to age 18 if the child has been diagnosed as special needs. Childcare experience includes working as a babysitter, nanny, daycare worker, teacher, pediatric nurse, summer camp counselor, and other child-centric positions. Caring for siblings, family members, dependents, and/or childcare experience when the applicant was less than 16 years old does not qualify. What if I worked for a family off the books, undocumented? While the U.S. Nanny Association encourages legal employment, it's common in the U.S. for child care providers to be paid in cash and not declared as domestic employees. If pay stubs and/or W-2 documents are not available, a verification form can be provided to current and former employers who can then complete and sign the form attesting to an applicant's work experience. Is financial aid available? The U.S. Nanny Association allocates a portion of the individual membership fees to scholarships that pay for the review courses and credential fees. These scholarships are granted to selected U.S. Nanny Association members. Many private organizations and individuals, including nanny agencies, family employers, industry leaders, and child care businesses, offer scholarships and financial aid. The U.S. Nanny Association strives to advance nanny skills and further mature the profession of childcare with nationally recognized standards, credentials, resources, professional development, events, and networking opportunities. Your voice and leadership matter. Together, we can support and elevate our childcare community.